interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back at it, the Words on Fire podcast. Your boy Cujo, my man Jules is back in town. As you can see, we're not on the fucking on the screen here. Who you do see on the screen
there we
here?
go.
She goes by the name of Sarai Tave. Is that correct? Did I say it wrong? Because I don't always want to say. I don't know
Tave?
why I want to put it
Tave.
I don't know. It was like a Indian accent or.
No, it's an actual French name.
Oh, it's French.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Ah, shit. That's Johnny Cash in the background.
Yeah, he had to be heard.
You'll hear him. Yeah, he's a little
It's our
crazy.
mascot there.
Yeah. So, welcome back. Remember, follow us on Instagram, the Words on Fire podcast. On YouTube, if you're not seeing us or you're just hearing us on Spotify, follow us on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that good shit. Sarai, how are you? We haven't talked to you in a while, right?
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
How long has it been?
I think the last time we talked was the pillow fight, because you had one of your.
I went to the pillow fight event, yes.
Yeah.
But the last time I was here with you guys was like back in March.
Damn,
Marcha.
dude, it's already December.
Yeah.
Holy, dude, the year has flown by.
It's your month. It's your
So-
month.
It's Jesus' month.
More like the spring. But anyways, guys.
Yeah,
that's all
no.
different
We
things.
celebrate the Santa Claus one this month.
Okay.
So how has life been since we've last talked? Sorry, I got something in my eye. Since we last talked, you've launched the podcast yourself.
Yes.
What is the name of the podcast?
Healing Hearts.
Healing Hearts. And that's yourself and who?
Myself and my co-host Julie. She's another dating coach. She specializes on couples more than singles. And she lives in San Francisco. And we met at our, I guess, school, the institute where we're getting certified.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we just kind of hit it off from the very, very beginning. And we've just been inseparable since then. And we just decided to do a podcast.
Wow. Is she single?
No, she's married.
She's married.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's been married for 22 years.
That's something.
You need a medal. They should have like a gold medal for that shit.
Yeah. Do you think this is something that? So I guess getting right into it, we've talked about, we've dabbled with certain ideas of relationship, right? And as you can tell, us being guys, we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, right? We're fucking.
We never do.
We're ridiculous. Instead of saying that the other word, pretty much we're just ridiculous. We don't ever know what we want, right? And when we do know what we want, we don't know how to get it. We've had floated the idea of a relationship being somewhat similar to like a car lease, where you got a 5-year try it and see what happens. You got an option to buy at the end of the 5 years.
But unlimited miles, though.
Unlimited miles, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
unlimited
No,
mileage.
we
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't limit. You can't limit love.
Yeah.
You can't limit love.
No.
But there's an expiration on the motherfucker.
Yeah. Renegotiate.
Yeah, we got to renegotiate. See, that's exactly what it is. We should be able to renegotiate the contract at the end.
But not
of 5
buy
years.
it, just extend the lease.
No, that's when the option to buy comes up.
Oh, that's scary. That's
What would you think about if somebody said, you know what, I'm feeling you, I'm digging you, you're the center of my earth. Let's do something like a 5-year lease kind of thing. Let's see where we end up in 5 years, and if we make it, cool. If we got to trade each other in, well, then that's what happens. What do you think about that proposal?
I think that's actually, not to say that it's a good idea,
Oh, yes, it is.
but
She wants to say it. Just say it.
No.
Just say it. You see, you can't
but
give a
it's
guy
how
a win.
relationships should work.
Okay.
You should be checking in your relationship every so often to see if you both are still on the same page and see if you want to continue. And if not, like, where do we need to work on something? And is it going to be viable?
Okay, and that's usually going to be the guy that's supposed to check in, right? Because it's our
No.
job.
No.
No, so
It's got to go both ways. I'm more leaning towards a short-term lease. That's a long-term lease, right? I mean, 5 years. I mean,
5
you
years
might
is
as
a
well
long
buy it,
time.
right?
Yeah. So you're on that 3 year.
Maybe the 2 year. You know what I mean? Like, No, at least to check in on if
I don't know
everything's
what you guys
okay.
are talking about because
So-
the last time I was here, I told you 12 dates, and you were like, "No, that's too long." Now you guys
12 dates is too long for what?
to get into like a relationship.
No. Last time we talked, you said 12 dates is how long you should wait before you smash.
Yeah, so that you can develop a good relationship.
Oh no!
no.
I think you can hit it off the first date.
Yeah, it's happened. It's science has proven.
Yeah, there's a lot of relationships that's worked.
Right, there's a lot of broken homes that have worked like that.
Yes, that's why the divorce rate is at 50% right now.
Do you think it's more because of that, or just because people are ignorant a lot more now? People don't put up. Well, people don't put up with what people used to put up with back in the day.
I think because women are more empowered now and they're not willing to put up with shit anymore.
I think that's what it is.
Because the woman is usually the one that starts the divorce process.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically.
True that. Yeah.
Statistically, it's proven. Yeah,
Okay.
the woman is the one that files first.
Okay, so all right, so let's. All right, so we got to circle back to that. So going back to as far as for checking in, how do you recommend one should check in? Like how do you set up? Like you were talking earlier about us having a Google Calendar or whatever. Do you set up a Google Calendar? Like, all right, dude, on December 27th, we need to go ahead and have a sit down.
No, I think that once you start feeling like your relationship is out of like sync or there's some hiccups along the way, that's when somebody should kind of be the one with the courage to say, let's take a time out here and let's have this conversation because I either want to make this work or this is no longer working for me and we need to come up with something that works.
And you're saying basically, how often are you like guesstimating that should happen, or should it be like a yearly checkup, like when you go to a doctor, or
No,
is
I
it
couldn't
just like
give
whatever?
you like a time frame
Yeah.
because every relationship is different and
Weekly, probably.
Shit,
that would be
that's a
something
red
that you
flag.
guys you have to talk about like with
you
your
gotta cut
partner.
her. Yeah, you got to cut her or him at that time. If it's a weekly issue,
Well, I mean, in the
gotta
beginning,
go.
I think it should be frequent, like weekly basis, and then as you're getting more comfortable with yourselves and in your relationship,
you don't
maybe
you don't
maybe
think
months.
that'd be overkill? Weekly basis, trying to be like, hey, so we're still good, we're happy. You don't
I
think
mean,
that'd
you wouldn't be checking in that way.
No, just be like, I don't know, yeah, however you check in. I mean, there's different ways to check the temperature. You know what I mean? I don't know, just filling it out. I guess I don't. Shoot, I'm the last person to ask about.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always one person in a relationship that loves more than the other person, so it's kind of hard for you know what I mean? Because like say for example, I was trying to chase Miss Sarai for the longest time, and I finally achieved my goal that you gave me the time of day.
Oh,
After
wow.
that, whatever happens, I'm like, yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, yes, whatever she says. Oh, dude, we're happy. She could be miserable every time anybody sees her when you're with you, but you're fucking happy as fuck as you're there. So it's always got to be, you know what I mean? It's.
But I don't know if that would be a good relationship then.
Well,
Like, did you want to be with somebody that feels that way?
I mean, sometimes you're just happy to be with that person because you achieve what you want.
Yeah, you want that person so bad.
Because there's guys, and I'm sure you've heard of the terminology, and everybody knows somebody who puts the pussy on the pedestal.
Yeah.
And
Women put dick on a pedestal too.
that I have yet to see.
I've
It's
never
usually
seen that.
Women get
It's
digmatized.
Dickmatized.
Yeah.
That's something different, though.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're not really stingy.
But you
with
won't
it.
put up. So when girls get dickmatized, will they put up with just about anything if that's
Yes.
on? Really?
Yeah, I think that's in the beginning, though. Yeah, I
No.
mean, after a while.
No?
No?
No.
Really?
You said that very assertive. Have you been dickmatized already?
Oh, I've been digmatized several times.
Really? Several
Wow.
times.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you snapped out of it because you said several times.
Well, yeah, because then after a while, it's like, is the dick really that, like, worth this pain? So, am I really happy? No. Then maybe the dick isn't that great.
Damn.
Do you miss the dick? Maybe, yeah. But
You're still
it's
thinking
not
about
good
it.
enough
So, yeah.
to go back.
You're still thinking about it. You do reminisce about it, though, right?
Yeah, sometimes. You're like, oh, wow, that was a good
Pictures
one.
on the. Looking at the phone. Oh shit! Taking
Yeah,
walks
that's
on-
Johnny right there. Yeah, I can tell.
I miss
It's like
you,
when you
dog.
see a tiny little, like, French
Whoa.
fry or something. Aww.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Why
That's
would
how
you?
you reminisce.
A little burnt one, a little shriveled one.
Why do women do
But
that?
pour water on it. There's sometimes they grow.
Why do women do that shit when they with somebody and they're into them? No matter what they do, baby is great. The moment they break up, oh, you little short dick motherfucker.
Yeah, because it's just a way of like.
We
feeling-
can't even defend that shit.
No. No matter what you say, it's like, dude,
Yeah.
it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold. It shrinks.
Yeah, we were
shrink-
swimming. What the fuck?
I'm a grower, not a shower. There's never any way you could
But
come
I'm sure
back.
guys say the same thing. I was like, you guys can say that she was loose or whatever. Like,
Oh, no. Never. We'll be like, you know what?
I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman.
Her and I had great times together, had great conversations. We never talk about sex. Though, now, we might show the video, but we'll never talk about it because we're gentlemen. Because that's not
And if we really
because
care,
revenge porn is better.
if we really care, we'll blur out the face.
right. Ours. We'll blur out our
Oh, I always wear a wrestling mask every time I have sex.
we'll blur out our face because they don't want to see that. Oh, shit. So, if you're seeing people, what would you recommend for a couple that's having, I guess, little bumps in the road? Like, what when checking in, how a lot of times people don't want to be brutally honest because they're afraid of hurting the other people's feelings if they still like them, right? Unless if it's like probably over already, then it's fucking no holds barred. It's a UFC match in the middle of the octagon. Whatever happens, fuck them. It is what it is because you don't care anymore. But when you care somewhat, what's the best way to go through the whole check-in process?
First of all, call me.
Oh shit!
I can help you. Honestly, I can understand why it's hard to be honest and vulnerable with your partner because, yes, you don't want to hurt their feelings. But at the same time, what good is it doing the relationship and you if you keep quiet and you tiptoe around it? So sometimes it's better to just kind of rip the Band-Aid off and say what is on your mind and saying, this is what's bugging me about our relationship, not about the person. Because a relationship, it takes two people. So you have to take accountability of what you're doing as well, as far as to why they're reacting or what's happening in this relationship. Because it's not just one person creating the chaos.
But usually,
It's usually her fault.
But when from what I've seen or experienced, when it's like, hey, babe, let's talk. It's always we got to talk about shit that I need to fix. Never what they need to fucking fix.
I've been through that plenty of
Well,
times.
because you allow it.
No, but you know what it is? I don't think it's so much that us guys allow it. It's just that we don't want to fucking.
You don't want the stress.
Yes, because I was like, all right.
Yeah, I don't like the argument or
Yeah, 'cause
the.
I don't.
But what good is that doing you then?
I don't like the aftermath of the argument, like where it's going to be weird for like weeks.
Yes.
And yeah, it's.
Well, then
As-
in that sense, you need to work on your bounce back rate.
Okay.
So how long are you going to let time like pass when you have that argument?
I'm a stubborn motherfucker.
Yeah, you
I
are.
like, yeah,
Yeah, you are. You're like,
yeah, I will.
He's so mad about some kid in 5th grade that took his lunch.
And if I see that motherfucker,
It's going back 30 plus
I'm
years.
taking it out on his grandkids.
Yeah, because I mean, it's rough because
Be petty.
I think, well, I think nowadays it's kind of balanced out a little bit more. People forgive, but they won't forget. And whenever something happens, at the most awkward time, somebody will bring it up just to start shit. You know what I mean? Because like I've never been one to argue. I don't like to argue. I don't have
either.
time. I don't care.
You can argue with the wall.
Yeah, I don't care because no matter what I say, it's not gonna help anything because sometimes people just want to fight to fight. And I had this conversation with one of my with one of the girls that I know. She's like, "Oh, I love arguing with my boyfriend because the makeup is great." I was like, "Well,
No, I don't like that.
that's not healthy.
That's toxic.
Yeah, that's not healthy." I was like, well, why don't you like to argue? I was like, I don't like to argue because I don't know how to fight fair. You know what I mean? Like we can't be talking about, you know what? I don't like how when you do the dishes, you don't do this shit right. So, well, you know what? I don't like how you fucked that one dude that one time. Like it goes from 0 to 1,000.
He don't even like the slap box. He rather
it
just box.
goes 0 to 1,000 like in a
right
heartbeat.
away.
And no matter what, and then if you have kids involved, you'll be like, yeah, kids, you know your mom's a whore, and like it goes,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like it goes. Heavy.
You didn't mean it, but it
Yeah.
just came out that way.
But there's no
He
coming.
said it.
It's kind of hard to come back from that when next week you're like, come on, guys, let's go give mom a present and shit.
Well, in that case, then you have to do some work on yourself
Uh,
because if you're getting there so quickly, then there's some stuff that you need to.
but it's usually, like I said, it's usually
It's the buildup.
It gets there because it's the constant wah, 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 for like fucking 4 days arguing about the same. It's like, dude, I'm done. No, all right, you're right. No, but I'm right because, okay, you're right. But I'm right because, look, everybody hits that threshold where like enough is fucking enough. It's like when you hear a dog that keeps on barking for no fucking reason, there's enough of that barking dog. You got to put it down sometimes.
Oh, gosh. Please don't put the puppy down.
Sometimes you got to
No.
put your foot down and be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
But maybe the nagging is coming from another place, and it's not necessarily. A lot of people, when they start to argue, it's because they're actually asking for attention. And not because they want to argue. But arguing seems to be the only way that they get your attention.
Well, say that
So-
shit. Damn. Say you want some attention.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. What? I just walked in.
Morning, babe, fuck you.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. If a woman comes to you and she tells you, "Hey, I'm needing more time with you," what's the first thing that you're gonna say? Why are you being so needy? Why? I give you everything. It's kind of like this whole, and I'm gonna put it in this context with the whole Will and Jada thing because I went down the rabbit hole with them, and
They're all fucked up.
yes, they are all fucked up.
Yeah.
But it was because one of them required a lot more attention than the other one, and they weren't communicating in a way that they should have. So it just went.
And I'll go on record and say she's more fucked up than him.
She is. I just finished her book, and she's a classic
narcissist,
Yeah,
yeah.
a classic
Yeah,
narcissist.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. Because, I mean, in the book, does it say anything about their sex life? Because I know there's been
Rumors.
No, because we talked about this last week, right?
I just want to read that chapter.
Yeah, we talked about it last week where she came on and said that was it her or Will's assistant came on that said that Jada had mentioned that Will's he's not packing, he's not that he's little Willie.
No,
he's little
she
Willie.
doesn't talk about that aspect.
No
she
size.
talks more about.
Tupac.
Oh, she talks a lot about Tupac. Yes.
See, that
She's
that
obsessed.
would fuck me up.
That's what
Like
she's
being
just
married to her,
obsessed.
like she's in love with this dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Competing with a dead man. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You can't beat him.
You can't beat him. He's an angel now.
Well, yeah,
But she does talk about like their relationship and how it began, and you have to kind of read both books to kind of see where the miscommunication happened, because there's things that Will says that she doesn't talk about, and there's things that she says that he didn't talk about, and you're
Right.
like, there's the truth somewhere in
in the
between
middle.
these-
Yeah, because there's always two sides, right? The three sides: their side, my side, and the
and
truth.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. But that whole thing it is crazy because, you know, with Instagram and social media now, everybody's more involved in other people's lives than their own
Yeah.
because they want all the, you know, they want to hear the tea, as
Yeah.
as the youngins just say nowadays. And it's like, dude, you can't. I like when the whole thing started, right? The Will and Jada and the slap and all that, and that's all these, you know, I would hear about home. Did you know it was a dude? They're on a different level than
Yeah.
what you and I are. You know what I mean? They have a certain. Usually, most stars are narcissists because they need that attention. They crave that attention, so
Well,
they
we're
act
all
out.
narcissists. It's just
I'm
that they
not.
take it to a different level.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I am.
Yeah, no.
No, we are.
Yeah, everyone is?
Everyone has narcissistic tendencies. It's just that when it gets to the clinical medical part of it, it's like when it becomes toxic in your relationships.
Yeah.
But we all have a little bit of narcissist in all of us.
I need to get that checked out.
You need to get that tuned up.
You little narcissist,
Yeah, I
narcissist
need to-
inside of you.
I need to go touch base. Say,
See what's up with
our
that.
weekly check-in here.
Yeah, but those guys are another. That's another platform because you need some reassurance. I guess it is. Right?
But that's Hollywood. That's fucking.
Yeah, you can't-
they're all fucked up.
yeah, because
Well, the way that I can kind of that makes sense to me. Yes, you kind of have to have. Like I said, we all have narcissistic tendencies. But where people kind of get it confused of what a narcissist is, because you have to be diagnosed by a physician to be diagnosed as a narcissist. And somebody having like the drive and the confidence and, you know, just the, what's the word that I'm trying to use here? Just the drive to continue to reach your goal. There's so much that you have to do. Yeah, the determination to get there. I mean, not everybody has the skin to be in a platform like that.
Yeah.
Especially right now, like, I kind of feel bad for Jada, but it's like, girl, you did this to yourself because you are the one exposing all of this. But everybody's asking, like, tell us the truth. And here's the truth, and nobody wants to accept it because society is not used to that type of relationship. They have an open relationship, plain and simple. If I'm sorry for whoever wants to read the book, but I'm just going to spoil it for you.
Oh.
Do it. Give us the
Cliff
good parts.
notes.
Yeah.
It's a Cliff Notes.
The only reason they didn't get married is because they didn't have a prenup. I mean, divorced is because they didn't have a prenup.
Yeah, so, okay.
And then
Yeah, there was no prenup. I'm like, that was Will's good move there because he was the one bringing in the money. And
Good move.
yeah, because he's like, I'm not going to divorce you and you're going to take half of everything that I've done for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Like now that you want to go be whoever you want, like you want to take my stuff? No. So
With our
that's
kids'
just-
best friends and
So
shit,
wouldn't
man.
that be a bad move by Will for not having a
No,
prenup?
because he got to, well, it was bad in the beginning to not do
that's
the prenup.
Yeah.
But after, when she decided that she didn't want to be in the marriage anymore,
He didn't want a divorce.
he's like, we're not divorcing. You're not going to take half of my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
a
you.
lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I'll just go travel.
Yeah. And that's
the
when
earth.
they
Yeah.
went their separate ways and they both had their own relationships with other people. But the public is not, society is not used to that type of relationship.
Right.
So that's why they got scrutinized.
And they weren't public with it. They were just hiding their relationship, how
Yeah,
it was,
their,
right?
their personal life.
Yeah, they
mean,
kept it because it was their personal life
Yeah.
and people were not okay with that.
So you say you feel bad for Jada a little bit?
I do.
Why?
Because of the way that people talk about her. It's like you're making assumptions off of whatever you are understanding. But if you don't sit and kind of see both sides of the coin, then you can't, and if you've never been in that type of relationship or understand that type of relationship, then you are coming in with a biased opinion and you're trying to put her down because maybe that's something that you wanted to do and you couldn't. So the way that people are talking about her and the names that they're calling her, it's kind of like, damn,
Yeah.
people are mean.
No. Well, I mean, yeah. People are
I didn't call her
assholes.
I didn't call her names. Just
No.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, just that. No, that little boy has
Yeah.
G.I. Jane.
And that's why I got slapped.
That's why. No, he got slapped because I think he got
No, she
clowned
gave
and he
him-
just
yeah.
it was just too much already. And he was at the
Yeah.
boiling point.
I just feel bad
That's
for
what
Will.
it was, and it was a decent joke. They just got knocked.
It was good.
He got slapped.
It was funny.
And yeah, but I mean,
And then it came out that he wanted to smash before. I mean, Chris Rock was trying to holler at her, right?
Yeah.
but everybody tried to holler at her when she was
She's
When-
awesome.
when-
She's pretty.
when
I
she
mean,
was
but she's
still
crazy,
somebody.
But yeah.
when she was still.
Well, she is still somebody.
Well,
but
when they made that movie together, her and Will weren't together anymore. When they made Madagascar, that was Chris and Jada.
Oh, I forgot
That's when
about that.
Chris reached out to her and she's like, thanks, but no thanks. So, but apparently Chris and Will had like beef from like way back too. So
Okay.
It's all bullshit.
I call it excuses too, but
It's all bullshit. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I can't feel bad for her because she, like I said, she brought it amongst herself by her own.
yeah.
But not only by her book or by her fucking talk show or by her, I was like, dude, you're just why? I get one thing is like we're doing here is talking about instances and whatnot, but when you're personally dragging your mom, you're personally dragging this fool to make him look like a fucking idiot in front of camera.
That was Will's fault.
Yeah.
I love Will, but that was his fault because
For
when they
agreeing to it.
went, well, yeah, first of all, but when they went to that on that table talk that they were talking about the entanglement, it was discussed that they were going to talk about how they've been separated for X amount of years, and Will took it.
He didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah, he didn't want to, and he switched it on her. So then she kind of said, and this is where, like I said, this is where your narcissistic tendency jumps in. she tried to make herself the victim by saying, fine, I'll take all the fault just so that you don't look like...
Oh, which made him look more like a bitch.
But she ended up making him look more like a bitch than anything else. So that was his fault for not having or not being ready to talk about what their relationship really was.
Yeah, but I just think the whole... No, you're good. I think the whole thing is just like you said. It's craving attention and just look at me, because I think one of the people that came out, I think it was Will's assistant that came out. He said he had a book coming out, and the only reason Jada's book came out was because she was trying to get her information out before this dude came out with his. So, you know, the
one that walked in getting smashed.
Yeah, getting smashed by Dwayne. He goes, well, mine comes out first. Mine's got to be true. Everything else after that is just whatever. You know, they're trying to fucking speed through it or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But the whole thing is fucking... I mean, Hollywood is Hollywood. Hollywood has always been fucking wild.
Look at P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Mr. Brother Love.
Yeah, what do you think about all these rumors right now with P. Diddy?
They're true.
I mean, for companies to now starting to like step back and dropping him...
The school...
But a lot of companies... step back regardless of it's true or not, just because of its negative connotation as of right now.
Well, I mean, look at Kanye and Adidas. Adidas all of a sudden wants Kanye back. So
yeah, they've been wanting him back, but that's because he's kind of blown over now. It's kind of not
Kanye
as crazy. Yeah, but it's not. But he's been a lot more quieter than he was before, and he's not. It's
just a matter of time before he blows up again.
I think it was more with money than anything else.
Yeah,
but I mean, this whole thing with Didi, I'm like, I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, because I when I saw the first one with Cassie coming out with like the allegations, and then like a week later she retracts them, I'm like, if it was, I hope that it was not true. Mm-hmm. But if she went through that and then they pay her off, that's why people or women have a harder time, or victims have a harder time coming out with the truth, because then you have women like her that have the platform, can stick to it, and she's gonna have to take the heat. Yeah, and when you retract, the first thing that people are gonna think is it true? Like, you got hushed by money now. Like, how much of that was true? Yeah. So it makes the victim look not credible.
9 figures, right? That's what you got. 9 figures.
I never
something
heard
like
that. It was undisclosed, but I mean, she gonna get money. She was gonna get money regardless. But I mean, like I said, now everybody and their mother starts coming out and, hey, while we're at it, and then they start piling up, and then at that point, like and the thing that came out crazy with him is that when he came out, he's like, you know what? I just wanted to settle this out of court. It doesn't mean I'm guilty. I just want to get it, just want to get this over with. And then that's when everybody's like, hey, me too.
Yeah.
Everybody started putting in their fucking 2 cents.
And then all kinds of dirt starts coming out of the discovery. And I'm sure they got into some crazy situations. You don't want.
That's what happens when you join the Illuminati, dog. You don't fucking pay your monthly fees. Shit goes sour real quick, bro.
Maybe he paid a couple male prostitutes. Not all just maybe one time. And that's going to come out. But it wasn't all the time. I don't know.
That's the way this thing is going, bro. This blood oath is something else, boy. These motherfuckers are wilding out. That's why I can't make it to Hollywood. I can't take no dude. I'm sorry. I'm too old for that shit.
I'm not built for that.
I'm not built for that kind of speed, boy.
It's a beast.
Yes. Yeah, literally a beast. So going into your now that the holidays are coming up. You got Thanksgiving just passed. Christmas is coming up. And a lot of times this is where relationships get kind of weird.
Yeah.
I know usually this is where I would break up with people because I'm trying to save some money.
I was never that thing.
Oh, dude.
Yeah?
Oh, dude.
We're like in the peak of cuffing season.
November 13th was my cutoff. I'm a free agent from November 13th through January, or actually through like February 22nd. That was my off season.
Yeah. I go hibernate.
Yeah, that's where I go.
Yeah,
take I go take an inventory and see what the fuck is going down. Yeah. So with everything going on right now, for those that are single, right?
Yeah.
What's the best, or how can somebody? I'm trying to find the right way to say it without sounding like an asshole.
It's impossible.
What's the best way somebody could cope without being in a relationship, for somebody who really wants to be in a relationship during these times?
I mean, it's hard. It is hard to be single during this time because there's so much pressure from like family, some friends. It's like, when are you gonna get married? When blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Especially if you're like at a certain age. But the best thing that you can do is just be very secure in your own self and your happiness. If you are happy with where you're at in life, then ride that wave. If you're not, then go get help. Go get help to find that happiness. And happiness is not going to be found in another person. You need to find that within yourself. So
go get help as far as like a mental.
Go to a counselor, go to therapy, go to a coach, whatever helps you.
An escort.
That's happiness in a person.
That'd be a lot quicker.
Well, I mean,
It's a lot quicker and a lot cheaper.
temporary, but it makes you happy. I mean,
It's a lot cheaper.
there's no connection.
But except the escort isn't covered by your insurance.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. You
gotta look into that.
Yeah.
What she'll give you probably will be covered, but
Oh, that's a risk we run.
Yeah.
That's a risk we run. So that because
Life's a gamble.
as a dating coach and a singles, I know you always have the singles. What is it, the meetup or whatnot?
yeah, the mixers.
Yeah, is this a time to thrive and take advantage of? Not take advantage of. I know that sounds bad, but
Wait a minute.
But basically,
Let's take their money now.
yeah, take advantage of the situation because right now I was like, this is not only, like I said, this is your Christmas also, you know, because this is where, and I'm in on a bond, and like I start hearing, you know, all the Christmas music, and like I started thinking, I was like, damn, this is some sad ass times, you know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's because I know you're not much of a seasonal holiday guy. You're like whatever, but like you start thinking about certain shit, and it gets kind of fucking gloomy and shit. So this now's the time to strike with the singles. Is that right?
Not necessarily with the singles. More, I at least don't do it just to like make money. I do it more to help people. I am bringing people together. I stopped doing the mixers because singles were not responding, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna continue to spend money on stuff that it's not bringing in anything. So I recently started doing them again. We are gonna have a mixer in 2 weeks, and we're just gonna get together we're getting together at duets. We're gonna do karaoke.
Okay.
But I've been focusing more on building community now between men and then a community with women. So I have 2 separate groups now where the men come together once a month. They really talk about like mental issues that they might be going through, relationship issues that they might be going through, career, finances, anything that they need help with. Because I feel that everybody, especially during this time of year, they need more mental support than, hey, let's just get together and party.
Right.
So I believe that I read that suicide rates are higher during the holidays than any other time of the year because people feel very lonely.
Yeah.
So again, I want to like reiterate here that if you are not happy with yourself, go get help.
So the people, I guess the meetups that you have, is everybody on the meetup? Not everybody in the meetup is single then, right? Or are they?
For the individual groups, no. For the singles mixtures, yes.
Okay, so for the individual groups, there's a lot of married people.
Yeah, there's married people that come.
Okay, and
not the mixers.
No, not the mixers. It's not that
sometimes
type of
they attend both. Sometimes they attend both.
No, not the mixers.
Depending on the relationship.
Yeah.
So when you would have the mixers, was it what would the mixers look like? Like, was it a hype up, a glow up for the girls? It was like, all right, now go get them, girls.
Yeah.
Let's talk you guys up. Now go get them.
It was very hard to have a balanced mixer because, and it still is, because there's more women than men in El Paso. And
Wow.
for a man to show up, to have the courage to show up, it's, I guess, a lot. So the men that do come, I like make sure that they feel as comfortable as possible. And it was always, it's never a mixture where like, hey, what's up? Like, can I get your number? It's very like, let's make friends first. Like, let's create friendships first. And then whoever decides to give out their number, it is what it is. I always start a mixer with, I don't want anybody coming with like expectations that you are going to walk out with like 20 phone numbers and 20 dates. Because the women are probably going to be like, no, thank you.
Okay, but at least 5, right?
There's got to be something. There's got to be one. There's got to be a guarantee.
That is going to be up to you how small.
Is it kind of like when you have those mixers? Is it kind of like a junior high dance where like all the girls are over here,
No,
all the
not
guys
at all.
over here, and be like, "Hey, go! I dare you to go ask that person.
Go dance with.
Go,
Go dance
go,
with.
go.
Go tell her.
Go."
No, that's why
That's
we
your
always
jam.
do an activity so that doesn't happen. Because if you're
Like Twister or something, or
the last time we went to Top Golf.
all right,
And we had a really good time. We ended up going to like another bar after because I said I'm like, it's 2 hours tops. That's what people usually start to check out.
yeah.
And if the group is really like mingling and vibing, they would usually say like, let's go somewhere else. And that's what happened this last one. They're like, I was like, we're done here. And they're like, where are we going next? I was like, next? Damn.
I was trying to go
I
home.
was going to go home.
Yeah, I'm yawning,
Trying to take a nap, motherfucker.
But they're like, no, let's go somewhere else. And like they all like collectively decided where to go. So.
Damn, I don't think Cash liked that. He's over there barking his ass off. Dude, every time there's some dog or some fucking person just walks by, he goes fucking ape shit. See, but that's so it's not like a speed dating thing then,
No.
right?
No. I find speed dating to not be genuine connections because you only have 5 minutes to talk to somebody. 5 to 7 minutes. Like, how are you really going to know if you
Like,
want
hey,
to?
what's
But
up?
isn't so? I've heard from several different people that within the first 20 seconds, a girl knows if she's into you or not. Is that not true?
I think that with how women think now and what they're looking for, I highly want to doubt that they are going to say yes right away. Let's go. And even if they are in a speed dating event, they're going to say, okay, I have this one. Then they mark it. And then, okay, next one, and next one, and next one. And it's like kind of like shopping for a lipstick. Oh, this one's good, but not really. This
They
one's
should
good,
do
but not
like
really.
speed texting, you know, because
Texting.
nobody talks anymore. It's like,
Yeah, everybody's on the ground.
yeah,
You gotta slip in the DMs.
yeah, slip into
Ah.
people's DMs, and that was like when I recently got divorced, and when I'm dating, they were like, well, contact this person through their Instagram, and it's really weird, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a creeper, you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I'm like,
No, I think the art of conversation with the, well, I guess from
I
what
still like
we're
calling
used
people
to.
on the phone and like, yo, let's meet up on. It's just faster. It's better.
Yeah.
And you know if they're gonna meet up with you or not. You know what I mean? Like yeah, or yeah, yeah. I'll meet you there. Yeah. That sounds good.
So for a person who, so I guess going back to the singles people, like, where's the best spots to around the holidays to find somebody who's a little bit more genuine as opposed to just, you know, the whole bar scene and whatnot? 'Cause
Don't
the
say
bar-
church, please.
Yeah, because the whole bar
No,
scene
I would
is-
never send you to church to find a genuine person.
Why not? That's where all the sinners are.
Oh, God.
That's where all the
Man,
sinners
that's
are
where
on
you
Sunday.
have-
They're trying to recover for the night before.
Yeah. No, genuine spots. I honestly, the bar scene is the bar scene in El Paso, but it doesn't matter if you want to do it through the holidays or any time during the year. I would highly suggest that you go wherever you think you're going to find the person that you are looking for.
Okay.
If you want to be with somebody that is making X amount of money, has a type of career, blah, 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 then go to where those people hang out and create the genuine bond from there, not try to.
But then
Bucks.
how
Bucks.
when you know they have their own fucking their own SUV that drives around and picks people up.
Like a fan bus?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
I've
Side
never
note.
seen
Side
that.
note.
I've never.
I saw
Wow.
it was fucking hauling ass down the street on the freeway the other day. I saw it. I was like, whoa, shit, that's dope.
Wow.
Anyways,
Start walking the streets.
trying to get on this bus. So when you're saying, you know, if you're looking, because a lot of people want to be financially secure nowadays because of money or whatnot. Do you ever talk to them and be like, oh, you know what? That's like, say you have somebody like, you know what? I want somebody, and a lot of the talk they're going through is money wise, right? Financial security, and I want to
You
be
would think.
blanketed. Do you ever be like, hey, look, well, first of all, quit being a money grubbing person, right? Quit.
And a nice person.
Yeah, and focus.
But you would
around-
think that would be the first thing that people are looking for.
No?
Not really.
What is usually the first thing people are looking for?
They actually want somebody that they can connect with, that they can have a relationship with, somebody that listens to them, somebody that's there for them, that has the support. Women, I can tell you, what they're looking for is security. And when we're not talking about like financially, if a woman feels secure with you, she will stay.
Really?
She will stay.
If you build it, they will come.
So they feel secure.
If you
They'll
make her
stay.
feel secure that you are there for her mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, then she will stay.
Damn, that's where I fuck up, bro.
Yeah, that's
That's where I go wrong. I show them what love is, and then they just won't leave.
I give them some good loving, and it's just
It ain't even dicking. It ain't even dicking. It's just
They're not digmatized yet,
no.
and they stay.
They still stay.
yeah. I'm like,
Fuck.
the sun is up. Time to go home.
You gotta go home before the wife shows up. How the fuck?
Can't be
Horrible.
spooning all day, man.
I got shit
We
to
already
do.
watched 3 movies.
My arm is
I'm
asleep.
like, yeah, I can't feel my fingers.
Oh shit. And now, see, because it's. I think it's. I don't remember what it's like being single. Like I know you said you're going through it now. Like I haven't been single in 20 something years. I think now. What's today? Whatever today is.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's been forever. Like I don't even.
It's a lot different, man. It's hard.
See, are you single?
Yeah,
Okay, is that by choice or is that just because?
it's by choice, yes.
Yeah. So you've been blocking people that have been trying to come at you, or is it just not the right?
No, I was talking to somebody, but it's just what I'm looking for in a relationship. They were not going to give that to me, so it's just better for me to walk
Do you think
away.
a lot of people put too much their standards a little bit too high?
I think, and actually, I just made a post about this. I think people have expectations on a person and not a relationship.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because I know. Actually, I just posted something yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday?
Which
Something
one?
like that, where a woman wants to have a man who's 6'2", who's fucking buff as shit, works out, is
Oh,
all
yeah,
about God, and is just loves kids, and but their dad looks like fucking 5'8", 350.
Yeah.
And it looks like mom looks like dad, and it's like
Yeah.
you gotta lower your you gotta temper your expectations there, buddy. You
Yeah,
know?
like your dad's a good guy.
Yeah, or like you have people, right? Like there's I can't remember this person's name. There's this girl. Now she's a girl. It's a tranny that's come out, or a transgender that's come out. Who's a guy who's transitioned to a girl, who's a big girl, and I think and everybody's seen her all over the.
Oh, is that the one that they did the?
Yeah. They did the
fucking Transformer shit, the Decepticon.
No, it was Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, Job. Oh, I know.
They talked Jabba the Hutt over her, and
No
she comes
neck?
out and she's like, "Yes," and she's like, "Look, I'm a 10." As a girl, you shape like a 10. you shape. I mean, she or he's that's a big dude.
it's a she.
That's a big bitch. She's a solid 5'7", solid 380, and she wears crop tops, and she be talking about, I need a man who looks like Brad Pitt, and I was like, let's settle down now.
Yeah.
I can't just be real.
That's another thing, though. Why do they make clothes that big? I mean, like, no, I mean, not clothes. I'm talking about like like bathing suits that big. I mean,
It might be a regular T-shirt that just got.
maybe. Oh, it probably shouldn't
got
be. It
stretched
shouldn't have been a
out.
spandex or something.
No, it was the sweater.
Oh, it was.
It was a hoodie that got turned into a fucking tube top.
I know that came out wrong. Not clothes. That I was saying like sexy.
Yeah.
Maybe is that wrong too? Like,
Because everybody's like entitled to just.
I mean, you shouldn't make
Where-
draws like G-strings like this big. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't.
It's a fucking rope havoc.
Yeah, man.
That's a G-string.
Yeah, that's a fucking slingshot, man. That's a fucking.
No, but I mean, you got to temper your expectations because the odds of said person landing a fucking 10 is slim to none, and they're
If
never
she
gonna be
feels
happy.
she is worthy of it, she will get it.
No, I'm sure she's a nice person. I'm saying, but
I'm not talking about being a nice person. If she feels she is worthy of it, she will get it. And that's where
and that's a 10 to her eyes.
Because it's kind of like, did you guys see about that whole with the cheesecake girl, like the Cheesecake Factory girl?
Yeah. That I'm not going to the Cheesecake Factory.
I was like, okay,
I like the
whatever.
Cheesecake Factory. I don't give a shit.
No, I agree. Cheesecake Factory is trash.
I like it.
I never
Their
take nobody.
key lime fucking cheesecake, bro.
Oh, it's a key lime.
Yeah, it is. Okay. You're welcome.
As you're saying,
There's sometimes that you do have expectations, and it's how you come across or how you deliver it that people are going to react to it. If, like, let's say this girl that you're talking about, she feels worthy and she has things to back it up with, she will get what she's asking. But this other one was like, I'm not even going to get out of the car, and you don't even deserve to have a date with me to bring me to Cheesecake Factory. It's like, you're doing it wrong, girl.
why?
Yeah.
Like, what are you... First of all, and I made a story about this, like, this is where the contradiction that women sometimes say. We're doing it for the free food, quote unquote, of we're going to go on all these dates so that they can take us to all these restaurants. But they're taking you to a restaurant and it's not good enough for you now. So then what are we doing? Like,
Right.
like, stop talking out of both ends of your mouth.
But then, what if she feels that she's not worthy of that? Like we were saying about this other lady.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's the way that you deliver it. This woman, like, she wouldn't even get out of her car, and then she started talking, like, all this other shit. It's like, you're not... the way that it went viral, or why it went viral is because she was so, like, I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 and everybody was all like...
That's why you're single.
It's the Cheesecake Factory.
I would be like, where do you want to go? And I would have taken her to that restaurant. She would have got out. I would have left.
Go get us a table.
Yeah, I'm getting you out my car, though.
Go get us a table.
Yeah, go get us a table. I'm going to park. Valet.
I'm going to go back for the key lime. For some more key lime
Yeah,
pie.
and then I'm going to fucking Cheesecake Factory and enjoy myself.
Oh, shit. Is there some places that you shouldn't take a date on a first, or is it just whatever?
I'm never going to say, like, don't take anybody there. It's like saying don't take anybody to Chico's when people love
I
Chico's.
love Chico's.
So it's like, it really depends on the communication that you have with your date. And your, again, the expectations that you're putting on that. If you are very honest from the very beginning, like, hey, I have these type of expectations, then communicate that from the very beginning. Don't let it to be like, when they ask you, where do you want to go? And you're like, oh, wherever, it doesn't matter. And then they end up taking you to Cheesecake Factory and you're fucking pissed about it.
Yeah.
Then speak up. Say you want to go. These are the places that I would want to try out. Have options for the poor man to take you from. Don't
Something to work on. Ruth Chris.
Oh, dude, that's why she's single.
Yeah. No, I've never been there.
Didn't she have like a list of like 180 restaurants or some shit that she
there was
wouldn't
a
go
list,
to?
going
Really?
around. And I'm like,
That wasn't her list, was it?
no,
Or
it was just a list that
I'll
somebody
take her
made.
and her ass to Wiener Schnitzel. Fuck that shit.
You see, because me being me, the way, you see, when I was, like I said, last time I was single, fucking gas was like $1.20. But last time I was single, like, I was broke as shit, you know, and you'd make up for being broke by doing things like let me cook or let me do something. You had something to offer, right? Now that I got a little bit of change behind me, I'd still, even though I could afford a Ruth Chris, or I could afford a good fucking, let's go throw down $400 tonight or whatever the fuck you want to do, I'd rather go the cheap way and be like, yo, because if you're only here for that money look, that shit ain't even worth my time. That's too goddamn. That is too much of an expense to have, because there's certain people that are coming out now. It says like, I won't even date a guy unless his bank account is X amount of dollars, or he's pulling in a 9-figure. I was like, girl, you are not a 9-figure kind of girl. You're not that 9.
I make good money, but I don't have money. I spend a lot.
There's another dating coach that she got a lot of heat because she talked about exactly just that. You want a man that is making X amount of money, you need to be at that level too.
Yeah.
The same for men. You want a woman that looks a certain way, then you need to be at that level too. It can't just. You can shoot for the stars, but
Yeah.
once you're there, like, you're gonna have to figure out how to.
Because there's some fine ass women that like ugly ass dudes.
Yeah, they're usually.
See, that's confusing.
They're usually CEOs.
Yeah, you're
or
building
fucking-
yourself up for this, and they're
Yeah,
fucking
they're usually
dating down here.
CEOs, or they own Amazon or something.
Yeah, the motherfuckers that don't fucking take showers and shit.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, no, but if you've learned anything, going back to the Hollywood thing, if you learned anything from Hollywood, if you come in with $8 and your man's making 8.6 million. That's not going to work because no.
There's going to be
so.
a disconnect. It can work, but there's going to be a disconnect where the lifestyles are not going to be the same. And that's why when you do get yourself into a relationship, you have to be very cognizant of like, do our lifestyles match? And if they don't, what are we going to do to like fix that, quote unquote, on that? What's the vision of the relationship that we want? Do we want the same things in life? Because if not, then this is really not going to work out in any sense.
Yeah.
And then just take it from there. What goals do we have as a couple? And so on and so forth. But if you don't have that from the get-go, then your relationship is never going to.
I just want someone to be cool with me. Just deal with me.
But when you say cool, like you can have cool to him might be different than to you than to me. So you have to be very clear on like what cool means.
I don't want to scare them off at first.
You know, start showing them all the beds and shit.
Yeah, but like, look, man, our first dinner at fucking Chico's. You know what I mean? You want extra cheese?
Let me pop a perk.
And then I have my Xanax.
Let me pop a perk real quick.
Like, if I start tripping, give me this.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, so what are some of the things that you're looking for then now?
In my relationship? Jeez.
Let's see
I
how
should have brought
toxic
that
you are.
notebook.
Oh, you have a bunch of stuff.
That's a fucking.
Yeah.
Let me bring that Bible.
That's scary.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not that like I'm looking for somebody that makes money or anything like that. Like I said, especially for me, I want somebody that I can feel secure with and I feel supported, and that if I have some crazy ass dream that I want to reach, that they will be my cheerleader from beginning to end, and not feel like I'm leaving them behind in any sense. Because, you know, once you start a project, you kind of dive into that. And
does that person need to be taller than you, or?
Well, I would hope so because I'm very short.
Okay.
You gotta feel secure.
Oh, okay.
You gotta feel
yeah.
secure.
Oh, that was the code word.
Yeah.
That was the code word. Okay, so that's at least 6 feet.
Yeah.
Very secure is 6'2", right?
6 at least minimum.
Yeah, and so you just want secure.
I want
Ish?
security.
Oh,
Ish.
okay. So 5'10".
5'8". I'm okay with 5'8".
We're in El Paso. Remember,
Yeah.
you're in El
Yeah, you want giant.
I don't want a tree.
Yeah, you're in El Paso.
Yeah.
So security.
Okay,
And
so
then-
5'10".
And the security goes into that whole support system of being there. The reason why this person and I got along so well is because every time that I would go to him and be like, I have this idea that I want to do, and then he would sit there with me, brainstorm with me, and then it would happen, and then he'd be like, see, you're capable of so much more. And he was always like cheering me on and making sure that whatever he could help me with, he provided it.
Yeah.
So there was other things that I was looking for that he could not provide. So that's why
So what are some of the other things you're looking for then besides security?
I mean, to have, of course, some type of sexual connection. You want that as well because you don't want just to have a friend. I mean,
There's
you
a
can
pill
have
for
friend.
that.
Honey. There's all kinds
There's
of shit.
honey. There's chocolate.
Yeah.
We tried them all.
Chocolates are good.
And
They didn't work.
Yeah.
but I mean, I just have my vision of, because I have a vision of a relationship. It's just, can we talk about our kids? One of my biggest deal breakers is not that I don't like kids, but I don't want to have kids.
I don't like them either.
Yeah,
And-
I have them. I don't like them.
I hate
And
it.
if they do have kids, they have to be adult kids. I don't want
okay.
to be taking care of babies, and I don't want somebody that has young children where we're still going to be
Almost an empty nester, like just
pretty
like-
much, yeah, or closer to that, so that we can focus on our relationship. I want to travel. I want to do things with my partner. I don't want to be thinking about who's going to take the kid to.
So if someone wanted
practice.
kids, it's a deal breaker. It's like
Somebody that
okay.
because when you go on a date, that's my first question. Somebody they always get the answers like, that's a very impersonal question to be like asking on the first
No,
date.
that's important to know.
And I was like, it's important for me to know. I don't want to be wasting my time or your time as far
Right.
as like, if you still want kids or you're thinking about having kids because you don't have any, I don't want to be the person that is going to tell you 3 years later, I don't want
It's not
any.
going to happen.
So
Damn.
to
And
me,
that just goes down a whole rabbit hole, though. Like, what if you do get pregnant? What happens?
oh, believe me, I make sure I'm not ever getting pregnant.
okay. So
Damn.
condoms forever.
Condoms for
Forever.
life. So he's got to get snipped. He's got to get snipped to get into a
That's
relationship.
that's the
with you.
best. That's the best thing to do.
That's the best way to go?
That's the best thing to do.
Fuck all that.
That's what I hear anyway. I don't know. I'd probably do whatever you want.
Shooting blanks. If you ain't shooting blanks, you ain't shooting at me.
Yeah.
Damn. So never kids.
No.
So you got some years in you, because a lot of times that's yeah, because
This is why I'm still single, because men still want kids.
No, I see it.
Do they?
No, we don't.
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
We want the activity to get the kid.
Yeah. We want to practice.
Yeah, no, we practice like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
We practice. We will practice.
We're
with,
always ready for the game, but we
Yes.
just you know.
we will practice with or without you. Like practice is going down.
Yeah, you stay
This
sharp.
shit,
You stay sharp.
You never know when you're gonna be called up.
Yeah,
Right.
You gotta stay ready.
Got to work on your
Gotta
stamina.
Stay flexible.
Drills.
You're flexible.
You gotta stay flexible. You
Yeah,
gotta stay
man.
ready and agile.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
But
keep you on your toes. You know.
no guy. Well, I don't want to say no guy. There's a lot of guys that are. When you come, I was like, you know what, babe? I'm pregnant. No guy. It's very rare where the first thing is like, fuck yeah, we're happy. Usually it's all, whose is it? That was my first question. The 7 times I had it.
That
Yeah.
says a lot about the relationship, though.
No.
I mean, because it's
Yeah.
Me, it was like, fuck. All right.
so. What are you gonna do about it?
You got to be fucking kidding me. Are you serious?
I mean, that's kind of like
No.
naive of you to be fucking like rabbits and then not thinking that someone somehow.
Well, I thought she was
take it.
taking care of herself.
Yeah, I put it on her.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Dude, you know what? As a matter
It
of-
takes 2 to tango.
Oh, I know. But I was married at the time, and I still
Oh,
would say,
gosh.
fuck. Are you serious?
now what are you gonna do? Now what are we gonna do? You ruined my life.
Damn.
You see, because I know when I was younger, I had a scare with this one girl. I had a scare that she was pregnant. So we went to the free clinic, got the fucking negative result, celebrated by smashing it.
There you go.
And then
She got pregnant for real.
No. Like 2 months later. I was like, God. We're like, fuck yeah, let's go to it now. We got a free bill. We got a close bill.
This was only a drill.
Yeah, I should have
No,
learned.
I never had a close call. I had it.
Dude,
It happened to me though. Where I
It's not fun, boy.
No,
Let me
it's
tell
not-
you,
no,
boy.
not fun.
That's like that
No.
fucking. It's like when you're waiting for that AIDS test. You're like, fuck, man.
I just hope I get a 70.
I gotta get 71 to pass. A passing grade, and I'm good. And
D minus. Yes.
then you start thinking about all the rabid shit that you've done and who you've done it with, and it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. Something is wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah.
is fucking really wrong.
And you would
with
think
me.
that you would learn something,
Oh
but
no.
you don't.
No.
I shouldn't have got that VIP.
I should have got in that
VIP room. I shouldn't have
got
gone in there, man.
That fan bus. Fucking bucks.
Man, I'm gonna go driving around town looking for that fan bus right now.
You're so stupid. Oh shit. So now with couples, I know we talked about singles or whatnot with the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
What's a good? Is there anything now that the holidays are coming up for couples, right? That there's some kind of, I'm not sure if it's like, I guess you want to say issues, but there's some kind of disconnect.
Tension.
Yeah. Like, what would you recommend? Just, you know what? Do you table it until after, or do you table it, just to get through the fucking holidays with your family or whatnot, and just bite the bullet, or do you fucking hit it head on?
I guess it would have to be depending on what the issue really is. If it's
I mean,
something that's going to
Serious.
create drama, then maybe if you have kids, let's table it for now. Let's just wait for the holidays to be over. And then
What if the kids are the drama?
just put them outside.
What if you're tired of them living under your roof?
Damn, you really don't like kids. Just open the door, they'll
Yeah,
walk out.
yeah.
God damn.
Not the dog though. Keep the dog here.
Keep the dog here.
The dog here.
So you say just to table the whole issue till.
I mean, like I said, it just really does depend on what the issue is. We're talking about like divorce. Then do you really want to go through divorce talk during the holidays and have that be the memory for your kids of like,
Right.
Mom and Dad decided that was our Christmas gift. Awesome.
Well, you're free. Everybody's free. Everybody's a free agent now.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
You see, and that's
I went through all that.
see, that's one of the things, like you said, like when people are putting up with shit, right? That's one of the mainstreams that you're like, well, fuck, man, if I'm done with so and so. But if I've fucking done, then that means I'm done with fucking little Billy and little Sarah and shit because now, you know what I mean? They're not, now I can't see them 24/7. I'm not there every fucking day. But then also, like, you look at the other side, well, how much are you really there when you're in a fucking mood the whole fucking time?
If you're a shell of what you are and you're at home and you're unhappy, I mean, that's not healthy for them either.
Yeah.
And that was something that I went through where, you know, you have to look, you know, you're not with your kids 24/7 as you were used to. It's tough, man. I mean, I'm not going to say it was easy. You know what I mean? It's tough.
Let me ask you this. Say, for example, if you're with somebody in a long relationship for more than 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. And you guys are still young and able-bodied to do, you know, experience yourselves with each other still. If you're not having any kind of, if you're not in, you know, if your sex life isn't active for a certain amount of time, what's that cutoff time where you're like, hey, you know what? I'm able to go on my own now because this is some bullshit. Because there's, you know, like sex is to men what attention is to women. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if your partner's just not, you know, down to, you know, for whatever fucking reason, first thought a guy's gonna have is, I'm
gonna step out.
Oh no! First thought is, if I'm not fucking her, somebody's fucking her, right? Because that's our thought. Is there like a certain time where, like, say if it's been almost like a year and you're like, you know what, dude, you have made an attempt. We've been here. I made the attempt, but it's always I'm tired or I'm this or there's always an excuse. Mm-hmm. When is it okay to be like, you know what, I'm out. I'm doing my own thing. A year ago?
Yeah. Why let a whole year go by? And again, what good is it doing you to stay quiet? If you're not expressing the concern when it is a concern to you and you keeping quiet, what good is it doing to you and the relationship?
So you got to let shit hit the fan, I guess. You know, just bring it up and...
Yeah,
But why get it to that point? Because at that point, you're not listening to each other anymore. You're arguing about not being listened to.
Or not even talking, though. I mean, that was, you know, where you don't communicate and you avoid everything. And you're talking about years later, you're arguing about the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing.
Yeah, like I went through like old emails that was like 10 years old. And I'm still arguing about something I was arguing about 10 years ago.
If the argument is the same, then the relationship had miscommunication from the very beginning. The expectations of that relationship and what you guys were wanting from that relationship were not the same from the very beginning.
Damn.
But people change, though. I mean, because when you go into a relationship, I mean,
but
you change as you get older, and you're sometimes your goals change, and
so is there an age when the fucking that you hit and you're like it's okay to stop being intimate with somebody?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So old people are still smashing then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody sent me a video yesterday about this 92-year-old man that had been married to a younger woman who was in her 60s, divorced her after I don't know how long they were married for, to get with a 52-year-old.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
No, he had money.
Hell yeah.
Obviously.
He had money.
No.
But
fuck yeah.
92?
92, and he only went for her because he was attracted to her sexually.
Yeah, because you're towards the end. I mean, you might as well just be happy. You know what I mean? Like,
just go out.
Just go out, man. Just
92.
fucking
go out.
Enjoy
like,
it.
man, if you take that Viagra, it's gonna kill you. I don't give a shit. I'm giving 2 of them. You know that he should be able to.
You got that shit on drip on the arm, bro.
Yeah,
You got that shit.
yeah, when you got that shit, little pellets.
Just fucking hit.
I stay ready. I stay ready.
Let me get 3, girl.
That was his daily vitamin.
Little patch and shit. So let me get
Vitamin C and the Viagra. Once a day.
Dude, I can't even.
No, you can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
A 60-year-old?
No,
92-year-old.
92-year-old.
Oh, no.
Think about some wheezing balls.
No, but think about did you ever think about sleeping with a 40-year-old when you were that was gross, right? I mean, but now it's all right, now.
When you're 20 and a 40-year-old, okay, that's still nothing. Usually everything's we're supposed to be
Gravity
with
hasn't
Earth.
hit.
What, Earth?
40? No,
gravity
yeah.
hasn't-
No. 40 is
but-
still good to go. Yeah.
But like when
50?
when you're 90, bro, you don't even know if you farting or if you fucking like you don't know what the fuck is going on, though. Like you're not really cognizant.
Yeah, but you're 90.
of certain smells. And that's just fucking.
You're 90. Your lady's
Oh.
90. I don't know, man.
That's just like how, like.
Yeah, I don't want to have sex on my. I'm about to be 50, and I don't want to. I don't want to be with a 50-year-old.
Like, have you ever seen an Arby's sandwich that?
Oh,
Ew.
Like it was just
that's gotten ran over in the middle of the street.
Yes, you just like, damn. That's what I assume. Like, how good could you be?
Like a roast
When you're
beef
there, dude,
sandwich,
like-
but like beef jerky style,
Yes,
dried
Like,
up.
dried up.
Oh my god!
This is the thoughts that we have. This is the thoughts.
But I
that-
like jerky.
I'm sure you do.
But I don't like a sandwich of jerky.
Could you picture yourself having like
But I mean, you could put Arby's sauce on it,
What's-
make it better, moisten it up, and make it
Moist.
softer.
what's the oldest guy you'd give a second look to,
Yeah.
or you'd give attention to?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You don't hurt our feelings. I mean,
Wow, yeah.
The oldest guy that I was interested in first was a 53-year-old.
And you're how old?
I'm 37.
Okay, 53. Okay.
But the oldest one that I've been interested in, he is 65.
Damn.
you don't have daddy issues, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
You need a hug.
65?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he rich?
No.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
That's a
Is
yes.
he? Is he?
He had a good job, but he wasn't rich.
yes.
Does he still live with his mom?
No.
Okay.
No, he is rich. He had money. Yeah, 65. God. You see,
Yeah.
But when I met him, I didn't know he was that age.
so he looked younger. Like,
Yeah, he looked a
like
lot
solid
younger.
62.
Like,
What's
you're 50 over here.
He got it, boy. He gets that Viagra kicking.
Whatever works, dog.
Like 50 over
Once
here.
a day.
God damn, shots fired.
Damn, I know.
Dude,
man.
that's
February. I'm still not 50. Still 49. I'm gonna hold on to that
forever, ever.
ever.
Dude, that's the 30 years. That's a whole fucking kid. That's a grandkid.
It's a whole lifetime. I remember when I went to his house and he's like, "Oh, look at this plaque that I got in 1986." I'm like, he's like, "It was my 30th, like I turned 30 that year." I'm like,
He's like, that's when
the
I
year.
retired.
Yeah, that's the year you
That
were
was-
born.
That was the year I was born.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I wasn't even born yet. It was like 2 months before I was born.
That was a good year.
And you're still interested? After all that? Like, the age didn't really matter?
It really like fucked with my brain. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all smashed?
That's personal.
That's a yes.
Yeah, you did.
That's a yes.
Can he last?
No, there's pills for shit like that now. I mean,
No, I know.
Was it weird?
What?
Like,
Like hugging on him and with all that loose skin?
Like I said, this man did not look 60.
Oh.
So
It was
he was
solid
very
50.
fit. There was no sagging skin.
Oh, okay.
but it
okay.
wasn't weird, like, knowing that you're with a dude that...
Yeah,
After
like-
I found out his age, yes, it was
Yeah.
weird.
You couldn't
Yeah.
tell by the balls, like how low they were.
Usually when gravity takes control, yeah, if he's got to tuck him in his socks... or if they get
he ties them around his knee.
Yeah, if they get stuck in a bench in the middle of the summer,
You got a
that's
bony
fucking-
ass knee. No, those are my balls.
Oh my gosh.
So what? Like, how weird was it when you found out his age? Like, did it just completely turn everything off, or
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're older
I
than
didn't
my
think-
dad?
He's gonna hit the wall soon.
he is
yeah.
older than my dad. I was like, fuck.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I could never know. So we just kind of did it.
How was that? How'd you find out his age out?
Because my birthday was coming up, and I just happened to ask, and then the whole plaque thing.
He started asking for discounts while you were going to
So how
going
long,
to eat.
how long were you?
Senior citizens eat free.
You didn't notice when you guys were having dinner at 4?
Oh, we never had dinner at 4.
Was it a giveaway?
I had to start lying about my age. Like I take like 3 years off. I'm like I'm 40.
years.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
47.
Hey, and then I'll do it like 45. And then they're like,
You gotta do the math.
oh,
and
okay,
shit.
yeah. I'm like, okay, let me see.
That's
Carry
what I
the
do, the
2.
math and
Let me see. I was born then. But now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm embracing it. Fuck it.
So how long were you see this dude before he found his age out?
I think we had just been talking and maybe 3 weeks.
Oh,
okay.
Damn. That was moving
And what's the
fast.
youngest you could date?
I don't date younger.
Awesome.
Really? Why?
They're dead. They're dead. They're done.
I dated somebody that was, let's see, I think I was 27 and he was 22, 23, and it was the most boring conversation that I've ever had in my life. And we ended up getting into a car accident that day, and he's like, my grandma's going to kill me. And I'm like, oh, shit, grandma's going to come and hit us.
Oh, shit.
You're scared more of grandma
And
than
I was
he
like,
was.
what the fuck
Were you guys playing PlayStation on the date, or what were you doing?
He thought he was cool, and he took me to play pool. And I'm like,
That's dope.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
See how she handles a stick.
Grandma's gonna
Was
be-
that the test?
Grandma's going to be proud.
How much chalk are you using?
But yeah, no. After that, I was like, no. And then talking to younger people now, I'm like, yeah, no,
You
we're
can't
not.
have conversations.
We're not mentally on the same level.
Yeah.
So
And women are so much mature than men. Like they just we're idiots. I mean,
No, we stay 17.
yeah, the older I get, the more immature I get. I mean, it's just like I'm like turning into a baby again.
You're
Benjamin
Benjamin
Button.
Button. and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna start wearing diapers again eventually. But I
Damn
mean,
near. Damn near will. You're almost at that place. All right, Ms. Sarai. So if people want to find you as far as for getting some coaching advice from what you've been providing us today, where can they locate you and where can they locate your podcast?
The podcast is on every streaming platform: Spotify, iTunes, iHeart. Prime has podcasts
Prime
now.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Healing Hearts Podcast with Julie and Sarai. And for my services, you can always reach out to me through Instagram. Through the handle is at Moonlight Davy, and it's DEVI. And the same through Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah, those of you watching on YouTube, as you see, she has her banner right next to her. Right, if you go like this with your left, you could. Hey, perfect.
you
Hey, that was
go.
actually perfect. Yeah, as you see, there's Moonlight Devi, and get at her, get her information. She's got some interesting outlooks on life.
yeah, we didn't even get into that the whole couple thing that we were talking about earlier.
What
Yeah,
couple
the-
thing?
The open relationship.
Oh,
The
okay.
polyamory. Yeah.
Let's get into that real quick then. Polyamory. I was under the thought that that's polygamy, but it's
No, it's
evidently
not.
there's more than one P in the.
Yeah,
There's more than one P.
it's a PP.
It's a PP. So polyamory. Polyamory.
Yeah, we recently had one of my closest friends. She's a sexologist. We had her on the podcast, and she gave us a lot of information on what polyamory relationships really are all about. So I'm not an expert on it, but if you guys want to listen to the episode, it's up. But polyamory is something that I feel will be more prevalent within the next generations.
Really? Mm-hmm. You think that's going to be the new norm?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow. Why is that?
Mainly because a lot of people don't follow traditional relationship like we used to before. You get married, you have kids, blah, blah, blah. Less and less people want to get married. They
Right.
kind of just what they call, quote unquote, live in sin. But now people are a little bit more open to not having a one relationship with just one person. And that's what polyamory is all about.
So you have several people basically filling the needs of one person. Is what it is,
or
right?
it's a network, right? Like
I like how you called it a network, but it's kind of like
one person has.
It's
so
a
there's
company.
different ways of polyamory, because you have your swingers, of course. You have the open marriages. That's another form. The one that she really went into detail is what they call it a V relationship, where it's like one person has two different partners, and one partner is used for just emotional support or whatever you want to use that partner for, and the other one is to be there and fulfill relationship needs. But those other two people can have their own
V's.
as well.
So one's in the closet talking to the
Talking them
person,
through
and
it.
the other one's smashing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like that person's voice, so
They're not all together at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to like a work husband or work wife.
Yes, exactly.
Basically, what it is, right?
Oh shit! So
Yeah.
we've been doing that.
Even in it. What's the name of that dude? There was a famous loved guy right back in the day.
Love
what the
Guru?
fuck was his name? No, everybody.
Dr. Ruth?
Sereno. Everybody would go to him and ask him, "What do I say to this girl?" And he would tell you while you're fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the earpiece and shit.
Yeah.
Or-
What was the guy's name? Was it Sereno?
Oh, I have no clue.
Might be right. I might be making that up, but that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll,
so
we'll
he'd
stick
go-
to that right now.
He'd basically be in love with this girl, and he knew he had no chance because he was ugly or whatnot in his eyes.
Mm.
So if I was into so and so, into that same girl, he'd be like, "Here, whisper this because this is the shit she
You
like."
should like it.
And the girl would fall in love with him, not him, because it's the wrong. Because he's saying what he would say as opposed to who.
Damn, he has all the right words, but
He's got all the right game. It just he ain't got
got
the look.
goods. I guess
No.
I don't know. What the fuck?
No. Yeah. So I'm never gonna be able to get that right.
Polyamory.
Polyamory.
The more you say
that's a
it, the
pretty name. That's a pretty name.
So you think the what's known as what the norm is now is going to be gone?
Yeah.
You're so old school. You have one person. You only sleep
Only
with one
have-
person?
This is the only one.
A female? You crazy?
But in the polyamory, that's only one. Usually, it's just one person for the sex and the other person. So
Yeah.
you basically
Oh,
are.
she don't
staying-
smash both of them.
No.
No, she's not.
Not unless the contract is, because they have an agreement. All of the people involved have
Oh,
to
there's
have
paperwork on this.
Yeah, it's
well,
like a
not
prenup.
paperwork, but there has
yeah.
to be an agreement amongst all players
Shit.
that whatever their role is, that's what they're
Only
going to
my
fulfill.
luck. I'd be the talker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get picked to be the emotional support.
So after she gets dick down, she gonna come
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
through. And there you are.
He's gonna get out of bed. I gotta cuddle with her. I mean, I guess
There you are.
I do the cuddling.
in his sweat. In his sweat.
Don't burp in my direction.
So you are having ice cream and bonbons together.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
I get to massage your feet after sex.
Oh. Dude.
Oh,
no.
dude, yeah, I'll be picked for that.
That's,
I don't think that's how it really works. Like,
But
they're
I
not
mean,
gonna jump
it
from one
has-
bed to the next.
it has to. That's the only way it would work.
Or you go in there and be like, "How do you feel?
Right? Right.
How did he make you feel? Good?
Tim, stay here. You need to hear this, Tim.
Yeah.
You need to hear this.
I'll
You're fucking
communicate
up.
it with you."
You're fucking up, Tim.
Yeah.
I'll text you later.
Yeah. No,
Fuck
but she gave us
that.
a lot of great information on what polyamory really is, and the view of it, and in reality, it's just understanding that love is love, and whatever works for people, you just kind of have to accept it.
It makes sense though. I mean, because there's like fine women that you just can't talk to, and then there's like there's some girls that are not as attractive, but they have a good conversation.
That's a nice way to put it. I saw you paused a little, you go scared. No, everybody has their.
I don't like talking
It's
to
a
her.
different lifestyle. You have to have a very open mind. You have to be very secure. Yes, there's jealousy in the relationship. Of course, you're sharing your partner with other people. It's common, but there has to be a lot of communication and understanding from every single party involved.
Do you think all three would sit down like routinely to have like dinner or whatnot, and, like talk about everything?
If everybody's open to it, yes.
Dude, that would be so fucked up. 'Cause now you're getting tag teamed by this fucking.
It's just weird.
He's like, you know what? You
Well, I think it's
her.
weird, but I mean, I can see it working out though.
Now you're
I
arguing
mean,
with two motherfuckers instead of just one.
No,
It's like,
you don't
no.
talk to the other one. You
weren't
talk
there,
to
dude.
one.
You weren't
Nobody's
there.
talking. Just stand there. Look
Yeah,
hot.
if you get upset with like your primary partner and you're that pissed off, you just leave them and you go to your emotional support partner and you go and.
So the
have a good time
primary
with
is the
them.
physical one. Then.
Yes.
That's the one you get down
Your
with.
primary is
According-
your first quote unquote boyfriend, and then your secondary, because you can tier them that way if you want to. But you can have several. Is it going to be viable, and is it going to be like realistic to have like 5? That's a lot of upkeep there.
Is that what Hugh Hefner had with the girls next door?
Pretty much, yeah.
polyamory.
Yeah, that's
he
polyamory.
Because he had Holly was the main one, and the other ones were there just for, whatever.
Exactly.
Damn. Yeah, that didn't work out too good for him.
Well, it did work out for him.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't last that much long.
well, I mean, I guess he was on his way out.
That's what I'm saying. This 92-year-old man had it figured out.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're fucking a millionaire or a billionaire, you could get away with a lot more than somebody who could barely afford fucking the Cheesecake Factory. You can get away with a lot more shit. Women will let you, if you have more zeros behind your name, women will let you slide with a lot more shit.
Probably, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get away with a lot more shit.
Yeah, but I mean, when
You
you're,
don't
when
have
you're
them-
hitting 90,
I don't know about 90.
yeah, I mean,
No.
That's the cutoff?
can you sleep
What
with
if he doesn't look like a
a
90-year-old? He's like a solid 80-year-old.
yeah, 89-year-old,
Live and learn.
89,
He's a solid 80-year-old.
but he's
Live and
98. He
learn.
looks 10
Now,
years
from
younger.
now on, I like, how old are you?
I thought that's usually the first thing that you would ask.
No.
You're like, how old are you?
I'd be pulled back and shit, like just.
No, that's usually the first. Well, I guess for guys it's different because you
I
want to
have
make
a
sure,
smile like this, like just.
Gotta make sure you're not fucking going to jail. You know, I mean, that's the first thing you want to ask. Like, how old are you? 17, 18?
We're rounding up. We're rounding up.
Horrible.
What's wrong with you?
Oh shit! No, but that's the Matthew McConaughey line. What was it? Why does he like high school girls? Because the older he gets, they stay the same age. You ever hear that? You've heard that
Yeah.
one, right? Oh, fucking.
What was it?
That was a great fucking movie. Days of
Yeah,
Confused.
Days and Confused.
Great fucking flick. All right, so again, Moonlight Devi. If you heard her here, you've heard her insights. You've heard her coaching abilities as she tries to talk us through our our crazy scenarios,
Yeah.
and able to keep her fucking wit through it. Again, the Instagram handle is
Moonlight Davy.
and the podcast.
Healing Hearts Podcast with Julie and Sarai.
You're down on
following.
YouTube.
Not yet. We're going to start doing YouTube come
Okay.
January. I'm trying to convince her. She's not very like, I want to be on camera. So,
Well, I mean, you could just have like a silhouette or just whatever.
no, I don't want
We're
to.
never camera ready.
You know, as you can tell when you see this, we're like we shrank our version
Yeah.
of our picture, so you don't want to see this. You want to see the main attraction, which is Moonlight Devi.
And we used all the filters, and it's not working. Nothing.
You'll probably see Jules has like doggy ears or
Yeah.
some shit right now.
With the tongue out.
So get at her, follow her on her Instagram, follow her. Are you on Facebook also?
Yes, on Facebook as well.
Okay, follow her on Instagram, follow her on Facebook. Make sure you check out the podcast on all podcast platforms. If you have questions, if we feel like you wanted to ask something the whole time you're talking, or you're yelling back at your radio, or you're yelling
Yeah,
back
we're sorry.
at the screen right now, reach out to her. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to talk to anybody and help everybody out.
She was
and
so
help you get
patient
through
with
it.
us.
Yes. Bingo, the whole time she was thinking that these motherfuckers
These
are.
dudes are fucking dumb.
How can they be? How can anybody send them?
Yeah.
So till next time, enjoy the holidays coming up. If you have trauma as far as a couple, hold your shit till at least January 3rd.
I say let
Actually,
shit
if
hit
you
the
have
fan.
trauma right now as a couple, I'm actually offering, because I need a couple to coach, because I'm about to be done with my certification for couples. I'm offering 5 free coaching sessions for couples right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Just quick question: when you're doing couples, do you usually go side with the girl right off the
No.
bat?
No.
I mean,
Because it usually,
just like instinctively,
yeah, you
you're
feel like bombarded when you walk. when you
no,
walk
no,
in
no,
that
no.
place.
As a coach or as a therapist, whoever you are, you have to stay neutral, and you have to sit there and listen to both sides.
And then when you hear both sides, you're like, all right, you know what? You're right.
No, because as a coach, see, that's the difference between a coach and a therapist. A therapist will step in and be like, well, what are you talking about here? I'm like, as a coach, the first thing that I'll ask is like, what's your response to what so-and-so just said? And it's either if you want to be completely honest with what you are listening to, what you want to respond with, and then just take it from there. Sometimes, yeah, it gets, tensions escalate, and
Right.
you just kind of have to figure out where you're going to. But the main purpose of a coaching session with a couple is to get them to talk.
Yeah.
Because they're having the issues because they're not talking.
Right.
So they're not communicating. So
So you're saying it's a guy's fault.
No.
Well,
Yeah, it's a yes.
Nah, I don't think.
No, I said the couple is not
Yeah.
communicating.
It's the guy's fault. All right. So yeah, make sure you get at her, follow her information, look for tips, look for clips on her Instagram where she's posting from her podcast. Give her all the likes and love. Until next time, guys. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.